Patricia Ann Landon Regali, aka Little Flower, coming at you from the great state of Washington. So, if you've been following my story, then you guys know that I've graduated into my current disposition after being railroaded out of my EMS career as a practicing paramedic, a successful paramedic at that, running critical care calls. Well, here's the deal, is that if the government can't get you to, be part of the program, they're going to enlist you to run sideways game on the public at large. So, but with regards to that, here's how diabolic it is that while you can be run out of a home because of the orchestrated bullshit of the extrinsic environment that the government runs on people, to, use gossip as the religiosity and get people to turn on you just based on hearsay because, the government that passed out them smallpox blankets, they're still there. They just got wiser and more devious. Hence, this government grubbing program that people run with being gang stalkers on the, lowdown, because those are nothing more than Nazi death cult terrorism. Yeah, I mean, it's that fucked up. So, but here's how more diabolic it is that they run their game in homeless shelters, people. So whenever you're run out of your job or your career and then run out of your ability to create a livelihood, then they run you out of your home and then run horrific game to, to the public that's all about the greed, that is all about the government grubbing. Just throw some money at somebody, and some of these people, are too willing to hoe out their ethics for a little something from the government. So, but, if that's where it stood, that, it could maybe be doable, but they do that in homeless shelters as well. So if you're grasping straws and then you make your way into a homeless shelter, God forbid, because, that's the last place anybody wants to be. But even in there, they have their government grubbers running their sideways game at the public at large. Why? Well, because the name of the game is Survivor Seppuku. Oh my God, if they can't get you to cause suicide, they'll find whatever grubbing way they can get to you. So if you have to be in a homeless shelter because you're ran out of your life due to the government grubbing of the Nazi cesspool, don't think you're going to find sanctuary in just any homeless shelter, because 10 to 1, there are the government grubbing agents in there too, running their sideways game, with the character defamation, with the character slander, because there's a price on your head, honey. The question is, what is the price? I mean, what did the government grubbers get out of it? What they don't realize is that their template is all over the floor. Everybody can identify them just with their whore's clothes. I mean, because these whores that Liberty squat, they need to be able to identify each other, in the public at large. But here's the idiocracy of it, is that if you can decode them, so can the feds, dumbass. If you can decode them, so the community can as well. Hello? So when you're busy running your government grub on, everybody can see that. And then if you happen to be a very well publicized, targeted individual, the fact that so many people are out to, run their sideways game, there are factions out there that are parasiting off you just to find out who the government grubbers are. Yes, they are. So, when you run your sideways game, be rest assured, everybody's on fucking lockdown. And especially if you cross my path, oh my God, you just threw yourself naked into the real land of liberty, because the real land of liberty is not about the government grubbing with their so-called narratives and their scripting. Everybody can see that, because the end game is to cause suicide for the traffic table of the organ harvesting. Hashtag true story. So whenever I see the government grubbers, this is what I see. I see new food for the government grubbing organ trafficking table. Because whenever you're in fucking Sodom and Gomorrah running your secret, so-called secret, not so secret government grubbing game, what I see is somebody who has not met their expiration date yet. Because, The government grubbers are nothing more than food for the fodder. That's FODDER. That means they sign up to be organ trafficked. Oh my God, because if they don't know about the organ trafficking, that means that's your future organs right there talking. They're still talking.
Are we doing okay?
Yeah.
Doing all good? Is there anything I can grab you? We just have to keep our voices down. It's part of our code of conduct.
Okay, I'm sorry. Even when I'm vlogging.
You're welcome to vlog. We just have to keep it away.
Okay,
There's
got
just
it.
too many
Not a
folks right
problem.
around.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then they don't like the government grubbing being broadcasted because it's okay for them to run their game with their, banter between themselves so their target overhears. But they sure as hell do not like disinformation to be out there. As evidenced by, there you go.